What's going on YouTube? It's your boy, Jeremy, man. I'm coming at you with another video. And when it comes to Assassin's Creed Shadows and Ubisoft, they keep trying to boast about these 3 million players. At one point in time, it was 2 million players. At one point in time, it was 1 million players. But they keep trying to come out here and say it's doing fantastic. It's doing amazing. Second best game ever in the Assassin's Creed franchise. Outselling, making the best revenue. It's fantastic and amazing. The thing is, though, the numbers aren't adding up. And ultimately, numbers never lie. And we can come over here to SteamDB and we can see what its current all-time player count actually is, and we can look at Sunday as of right now. We can see that it has a peak concurrent player base of 46,000 players. Now, for reference point, its all-time peak was 64,000 players back here last Sunday. And when we start doing the math, that's a decrease of about 19 to 18,000 concurrent players. Now, for a game that needs to sell about 10 million copies just to break even prior to both delays, those aren't good numbers. You should be seeing this game having stronghold. You should be seeing this game constantly have more and more people actually sign in to play this game. But what we're ending up seeing is people leaving the game, and you're not seeing the numbers bounce up the way they should. And when you compare this game to something like Dragon Age: The Veilguard that has exactly the same stuff that Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed Shadow has, being on Xbox, PlayStation, being on PC day one, having an EA special thing in which you can play the game essentially for free with air quotes as long as you sign up for a subscription service, you're seeing night and day comparisons. As yes, Dragon Age: The Veilguard might have seen a 20,000 player drop off, but it was still outperforming Assassin's Creed Shadows over on PC. And the important part about this, guys, is Dragon Age led to the death of BioWare. BioWare ended up firing everybody but 100 developers so that they could just keep working on Mass Effect and put that game out as fast as possible. All you're seeing is Dragon Age outperform Assassin's Creed Shadows. And at this point in time, it's night and day, guys. But hey, we can drive this point even further with games like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which again had everything but maybe an Ubisoft Plus subscription service to allow you to play this game for free, and it outperformed Assassin's Creed Shadows and saw a drop-off point of about 30,000 players, but it was a drop in the bucket considering they kept seeing 200,000 people concurrently play this game over and over again. So yeah, I don't really see where your big budget numbers are coming from. I don't really see where these 3 million players exist from. I don't see where it's happening. And to drive this point home even further, they keep saying that Assassin's Creed Shadows is outperforming things like Odyssey and is only falling behind games like Valhalla. But if it's outperforming Odyssey, then why don't we compare those numbers, shall we? Because yes, Odyssey did have an all-time peak that was lower than Assassin's Creed Shadows back when Steam had 45 to 50% fewer users. So those numbers don't add up. But furthermore, when we look at the week over week drop off, it's night and day. Because yes, Odyssey saw an all-time peak player base of 62,000. And the second week it was out, it only saw a 2,000 player drop off. It kept having people play the game back when Steam had fewer users. So now we're starting to see that in reality, Shadows is falling behind Odyssey on player numbers. So this whole 3 million player number really doesn't mean anything when you're seeing what players are actually doing, when you're seeing what the trends are actually doing, when you're seeing where people are actually putting their time. You're seeing that the drop-off ratio for Shadows is abysmal, losing roughly 19,000 players. That's devastating for a game that, again, needs to sell roughly 10 million copies, and that was prior to both delays, which probably bumped it up to 12 million copies just to break even. And to drive the point home even further, that Assassin's Creed Shadows is a devastating disaster for Ubisoft. If it was doing as well as they say it was, if it was selling the copies that they are trying to imply that it's selling, they would have never had to go through with the Tencent deal. The Tencent deal would have never happened. They would have just gone on their merry way, because with the Tencent deal, Tencent now owns 25% of Assassin's Creed, of Far Cry, of all their IPs. And now all Tencent's going to do is wait, sit and wait and watch as Ubisoft keeps burning everything down. Tencent will utilize the mismanagement of Ubisoft so that they can tank all their IPs, make all their IPs essentially worthless, so Tencent can come in, buy it all up at a premium, and own all these IPs. That's all that's going to happen here. And this is all because of Ubisoft's own mismanagement and failure to actually care about the products they're putting out for their gamers. But hey, that's just my take on all this. Let me get your guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it out, friends, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video, and go live, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.